Are you sitting there right now, just scrolling through your phone? You watch one video, then another, and then somehow 20 minutes are gone. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you know there's something you should be doing. Maybe you want to work out. Maybe you want to study. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to create something. But instead, you tell yourself, I'll do it later. And somehow, later becomes an hour, then a day. And sometimes, even months. If you've ever done this, listen carefully. You might think you're lazy. But maybe you're not lazy at all. Maybe you've just become too comfortable. And that comfort could be quietly holding you back from the person you could become. So, what exactly is a comfort zone? It's not just lying in bed all day. It's not just watching Netflix or scrolling through social media. Your comfort zone is actually a mental state. It's the place where everything feels familiar. The same routine, the same habits, the same people, the same decisions. And because everything feels predictable, your brain feels safe. Think about your normal day. You wake up, you check your phone. You do the things you're already used to doing, and at the end of the day, you do it all over again. Nothing feels too difficult. Nothing feels too risky. And nothing feels too uncomfortable. Sounds nice, right? But here's the problem. When comfort becomes more important than growth, your potential starts getting smaller. You may have a goal. You may have a dream. You may even know exactly what you need to do. But the moment you think about taking action, your brain starts looking for an easier option. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I'll start when I feel motivated. And these excuses can sound completely reasonable. But sometimes, they're just your comfort zone protecting itself. Now you might be wondering, why does your brain do this? Because your brain naturally prefers what is familiar. Familiar things are predictable, and predictable things feel safe. But whenever you try something new, there's uncertainty. Imagine you want to start speaking in front of a camera. The first time might feel awkward. You might hate the way your voice sounds. You might worry about what people will think. You might make mistakes. And suddenly your brain says, maybe don't do it. Let's try tomorrow. Let's prepare a little more first. And if you listen to that voice every single time, you never actually start. But remember this. Feeling uncomfortable doesn't always mean you're doing something wrong. Sometimes discomfort simply means you're doing something new. And doing something new is how you grow. Think about it this way. Imagine you're inside a small room. Everything inside that room is familiar. You know where everything is. You feel safe. You feel comfortable. But outside that room, there's an entire world. New experiences, new skills, new opportunities, new versions of yourself. But if you never leave that room, you'll never discover what you're capable of. And that's exactly how your comfort zone works. It can protect you from failure, but it can also protect you from success. It can protect you from rejection, but it can also keep you away from opportunities. It can protect you from embarrassment, but it can also stop you from building confidence. And no, I'm not saying you should completely remove comfort from your life. You need rest. You need relaxation. You need time to recharge. The goal is simply to stop letting comfort control every decision you make. And the good news is, you don't need to make some huge change overnight. You can start with something incredibly simple. If a task feels difficult, don't tell yourself, I have to finish all of this right now. Instead, tell yourself, I'll do it for just 5 minutes. That's it. Want to work out? 5 minutes. Want to read? 5 minutes. Want to study? 5 minutes. Want to work on your video? 5 minutes. Because most of the time, the hardest part isn't doing the work, it's starting. Once you start moving, your brain often stops fighting you. 5 minutes can turn into 10. 10 can turn into 30. And suddenly, you're doing something you were avoiding just a few minutes ago. So don't focus on finishing. Focus on starting. And here's another thing you can try. Every single day, do one small thing that makes you slightly uncomfortable. Nothing extreme, just something you normally avoid. Talk to someone new. Share your opinion. Speak in front of a camera. Try a new skill. Go for a workout when you don't feel like it. Finish something you've been putting off. These actions may seem small, but something important is happening inside your brain. You're teaching yourself, I don't have to run away from discomfort. And the more you practice this, the less scary discomfort becomes. What once felt difficult starts feeling normal, and that's how your comfort zone slowly gets bigger. Now let's talk about something almost all of us do, our phones. Think about it. Feeling bored? You grab your phone. Feeling stressed? You grab your phone. A difficult task comes up? You grab your phone. And slowly your phone stops being just entertainment. It becomes an escape from boredom, an escape from stress, and sometimes an escape from the work you know you should be doing. So try something simple. When you're about to start an important task, put your phone somewhere you can't easily reach it. Turn off the notifications. Give yourself just 30 minutes without checking it. You don't have to delete social media. You don't have to throw your phone away. Just stop letting your phone become your automatic escape from discomfort. Because sometimes the thing standing between you and your goals is simply one notification. But there's another hidden form of comfort zone, and it looks very different. It's called perfectionism. You tell yourself, I'll start when I'm ready. I need to learn more first. I need better equipment. I need more confidence. I'll do it when everything is perfect. But here's the truth. Everything will never be perfect. Your first video might not be amazing. Your first workout might be difficult. Your first presentation might feel awkward. Your first attempt might even fail, and that's completely normal, because confidence doesn't usually come before action. Confidence is built through action. You don't become confident and then start. You start and slowly become confident. So stop asking yourself, is this perfect? Instead, ask yourself, is this better than yesterday? Because your goal isn't to become perfect. Your goal is to become better. And there's one more thing that can completely change the way you approach your comfort zone. Pay attention to the way you talk about yourself. Maybe you say, I'm lazy. I'm not disciplined. I'm bad at talking to people. I'm not confident. I can never stay consistent. But when you repeat these things again and again, they can become part of your identity. So instead of saying, I'm lazy, say, I'm becoming more disciplined. Instead of saying, I'm not confident, say, I'm practicing confidence. Instead of saying, I'm not consistent, say, I'm learning to become consistent. You don't need to completely change your life overnight. You just need to prove your new identity, one small action at a time. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust in yourself, and that trust creates confidence. So let's come back to where we started. Maybe you're watching this video right now while sitting on your bed, scrolling through your phone. And maybe there's something you've been putting off. Something you know you should start. Something you've been saying, I'll do it tomorrow. If that's you, don't try to change your entire life today. Just take one small step, 5 minutes, one uncomfortable action, one task without your phone, one imperfect attempt, one promise you actually keep. Because your comfort zone isn't your enemy. Comfort is important. Rest is important. Relaxation is important. But when temporary comfort becomes your permanent lifestyle, that's when it becomes dangerous. Your potential is not waiting for the perfect moment. It's waiting for you to take action. So the next time your brain tells you, I'll do it tomorrow, stop, take a breath, and tell yourself, no, just 5 minutes, right now. Because sometimes, one small uncomfortable action is all it takes to start becoming the person you want to be. And remember, your comfort zone may feel safe, but your potential lives outside it. If this video gave you something to think about, comment START below. And then, go take that first step.